After studying this module, you shall be able to know the factors affecting aging process, describe how the level of functionality be maintained and improved in old age, identify benefits of physical activity and nutrition, evaluate the harmful effects of immobility, malnutrition on body, apply the knowledge of physical activity and nutrition for slowing of aging in human body. How to stop aging of mankind is always a matter of inquisitiveness for scientists. In every era, people are inventing different ways of keeping them young. In ancient times, people used different rejuvenating herbs as a part of their diet, yoga, meditation in their daily life to maintain their energy level and control signs of aging such as wrinkles, dullness, etc. In modern era, technology has put its mark, slowing down the process of aging in mankind. Modern scientific technologies can diminish all the signs by which person look old. Now people get rid of their loose skin, double chin, wrinkles, fat and can get hair implanted, denture, good eyesight by the use of technology. It has become really tough to judge the age of a person just by his appearance. Various medical and non-medical interventions are used by people for slow aging. Aging is multidimensional. It has physical, psychological and social aspects. As person grows old, some aspects improves and others decline, such as wisdom and experience of events of word increases with age. However, reaction time slows down. Social aging of person decides how he should behave with increase in age or cultural expectations in terms of behavior as person aged. However, biological aging is related to decline in physiological system as individual grow old. Let's discuss the biological decline in aging. We all are very much familiar with the changes occurring in internal body system with age. At every stage of development, from infant to old age, several changes occur in our body, both at external and internal level. Up to the middle age, people experience youthfulness. However, after middle age or sometimes before that also, some changes in physical appearances of an individual can be clearly seen as such as wrinkles, grey hairs, etc. Gerontologists are always interested in understanding the causes of physical decline in body with age. National Institute of Aging found that older adults are increasingly vulnerable to disease and disability. Baltimore's longitudinal study of aging, which is a very famous work, they evaluated people over time rather than cross-cultural, cross-sectional study. It is called BLSA. Scientists discovered, they found that even people who remain healthy and maintain good brain function late in life lose a significant amount of brain volume during normal aging. However, researchers show that personality of people doesn't change after 30 years of age. Therefore, the significant changes such as cranky, depressed and withdrawal are the early signs of dementia or any other disease rather than aging. That means that they are not related to aging. However, stereotypically people relate these things with process of aging. People who are cheerful and assertive in young age will remain same. Some studies also show that human genes also decide the age and health of people. Sanitarians who completed 100 years of their life have genes for longer and healthy life. It has been shown by many researchers worldwide. Most longevity genes identified influence cells in three pathways: insulin, serotonin or mTOR. It is found that inhibiting mTOR genetically or pharmacologically increased longevity in human and health span. Let's look at the health promotion and preservation of functionality. People usually enter in old age with good physical health but find it difficult to maintain it. Healthy aging is related to freedom from illness and retained functionality and adequate socioeconomic support to attain them. Some of the issues related to the slowing of aging are: first, the focus should be on minimizing the illness through primary and secondary preventive measures. Also, reduction in symptoms and avoidance of ill effects of medical treatments help in slowing aging process. Another important aspect is functionality is an important indicator of happiness and life satisfaction. Functionality can be promoted through increasing mobility and avoidance of accidents and injuries. It will help in keeping oneself independent in activities of daily living. And independence in activities of daily living is one of the biggest indicator of healthy life. Independence in ADL and IADL, that is instrumental activities of daily living and activities of daily living, it promotes the social, emotional and cognitive well-being of an individual. The poverty among older people is another very important factor. It can be dealt with social inclusion and by providing support for basic needs such as food, shelter and clothing to keep the emotional and psychological upkeep of older people. Some people do not understand the difference between physical activity and exercise. Physical activities are activities that give movement to the body, such as gardening, taking stairs instead of elevators, going for shopping to market or to temple to participate in religious activities. However, exercise is a form of physical activity which is specifically planned, structured and repetitive, such as weight training, tai chi or an aerobic class, even yoga. Adoption of active lifestyle provide health benefits that can help in feeling better and enjoying life more as you grow old. Physical activity affects aging process. It is benefiting for the overall health of an individual. It helps in maintaining the ADL and IADL as well as gives an opportunity for self-growth and actualization. Physical activity includes leisure time activities such as gardening, painting, dancing, hiking, swimming, transportation such as walking or cycling, occupational activities if the person is still engaged in some sort of work, household chores, play games, sports, planned exercises. By engaging in daily, family and community activities, all these are physical activities. Physical activities are not only give strength to muscles and bones but also keep person alive and charming, passionate and enthusiastic, which are important for the psychological well-being of people, not only older people but for all people. Involvement in various activities or hobbies enhance the feeling of autonomy and environmental mastery in older people also, which is one of the very important aspect of healthy life. The cardiac and respiratory system shows improvement in people who are regularly involved in physical activity. So, it is not only your mental health but also the physical health which is getting affected by the physical activity. It also gives strength to bones and endurance to muscles. Physical activity affects the functional status in old age and further has severe implications on psychological and cognitive well-being. Some important aspects of physical activity for older people are discussed below, such as it is recommended by NIA, older adults should do at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity physical activity throughout the week or do at least 75 minutes of vigorous intensity physical activity throughout the week. If they are doing aerobic activity, then it should be performed in bouts or at least 10 minutes duration. For additional health benefits, older adults, if they feel comfortable and have good stamina, then should increase their moderate intensity exercise 200-300 minutes per week, or engage in 150 minutes of vigorous intensity exercise regime per week, or a combination of moderate and vigorous intensity exercise. NIA also said that exercise is for all. Older adults with poor mobility should perform exercise within their capacity to enhance balance and prevent falls on 3 or more days per week. Muscle strengthening activities involving major muscle groups should be done on 2 or more days a week. When older adults cannot do the recommended amount of physical activity due to health conditions, they should be as physically active as their abilities and conditions allow. So it is not that they should not do anything, but depending on their physical health, they should involve themselves in activities. The recommendations of NIA, that is National Institute of Aging, can be applied to older adults and disabilities, people suffering with disabilities. However, adjustments for each individual should be made according to his or her exercise capacity, and specific health risks or limitations may be needed. Now let's discuss the benefits of exercise. Being physically active is one of the best and cheapest method of keeping oneself physically and mentally fit. Slow down the negative effects of aging. It helps in maintaining and improving the health of frail or diseased people. People who involve themselves in regular physical activity stay strong and fit as compared to those who are living sedentary lifestyle. Metabolism. Physical activity helps not only in gaining the physical bones strength and other things, but it is also affecting the metabolic process. Physical activity help in maintaining the metabolism rate. Metabolism rate slows down with age. As a result, fat increase in old age. After 45 years of age, an average individual loses around 10% of his muscle mass in duration of 10 years. This means on an average, individual loses about 1/3 of to 1/2 a pound of muscle each year, and also gain that much of fat in his body. Because in comparison to fat muscle, mass burns a lot of calories. As a result, total number of calories needed by a person goes down. It is one of the reasons why in old age different diet is recommended. Can we stop this loss or minimize it? Yes. The answer lies in regular exercise. Several studies have shown that resistance, for example weight exercises, alone can boost metabolism and control the decline signs of aging. Sarcopenia. Muscles are very important part of body, but since we enjoy good muscles for more than half of our lifespan without realizing their role in our daily life, muscles give us capacity to do any type of work in young age. People can increase muscles by physical exercises, but unfortunately in old age, body cannot form new muscles. Rather, in old age, rest of 1 week will reduce 50% of body muscle. This problem is usually known as sarcopenia. Sarcopenia is a disease associated with aging process. Loss of muscle mass and strength, which in turn affects balance, gait and overall ability to perform. Inactive lifestyle is one of the factors behind sarcopenia. The review of literature shows the prevalence of sarcopenia increased dramatically with age, from 4% of men and 3% of women aged 70 to 75 to 16% of men and 13% of women aged 80 to 85 or more than 85. Prevention of and delaying of diseases. People can slow down the ill effects of aging through physically active lifestyle. Studies shows that exercise help in delaying the prevention of many chronic ailments such as diabetes, and heart diseases, arthritis. Also, regular exercise help older people to deal with high blood pressure, balance problem and difficulty walking. Next point is stress management. Depression is very common problem in old age. Regular moderate physical activity can help in managing stress and improve hope and optimism in people, and it has been shown by several researchers. Thus, reduce the feeling of depression. Regular exercise can improve or maintain some aspects of cognitive functions also, such as your ability to shift quickly between tasks, plan an activity, or ignore irrelevant information. In this way, it helps in reducing stress. Next is healthy, energetic and independent life. Hobbies and habits of newspaper reading, watching television make the group of people aged 65 and over most sedentary group. On average, they spend 10 hours or more each day sitting or lying down. That is why they pay a high cost for their inactivity, with relatively high rate of falls, obesity, heart disease, early death compared with the general population. Independence means a lot in this age because the person who can walk and do things by himself doesn't wait for others to fulfill his small needs. Older people are independent in performing activities of daily living and instrumental activities of daily living, found to have high level of self-efficacy and autonomy in contrast with dependent older people. They may not struggle to pursue simple pleasures such as playing with grandchildren, walking to the shops, leisure activities. Exercise has various positive outcomes. Here we discussed only major outcomes of exercise, which directly hit the aging process of human body. Apart from these aspects, there are several other aspects, several other benefits of exercises which you yourself can realize after you start doing exercises in your life. Adequate nutrition for healthy aging. Body needs food to survive. A person cannot live longer without food. However, body system has to exert a lot of pressure to metabolize the food and generate energy for various types of work. As per the general presumption, more you eat, better will be the health. Overeating creates even more stress on the body, rather is harmful rather than benefiting. That's one of the reasons why it can cause a shorter lifespan and serious health problems which are common among older people, such as cardiovascular diseases and type 2 diabetes. Several studies done on non-humans shows that calories restriction at an early age increase lifespan and delay onset of disease as well as normal age-related decline. The interaction between nutrition and aging can be understood by two different ways. With biological aging and associated physiological and structural changes in body, food preferences, food intake, and at the same time nutritional requirement changes in a considerable amount. Another approach focuses on exploring whether a specific food or nutrient can either slowing down the aging process or accelerating it. Accordingly, make modifications in the diet of older person. The scientific studies clearly shows that nutrition can slow down the pace of biological aging. Nutritional science shows that nutrition improves or gives strength or telomere cells and help in anti-aging. A telomere is a repeating sequence of DNA exists at the end of a chromosome in our body. Each time a cell replicates and divides, the telomere cell loses some of its strength. Eventually, the telomere loses their strength and the cell can no longer divide and rejuvenate, triggering a poor state of cell health and contribute to disease risk and eventual cell health. In 1962, Leonard Hayflick revolutionized cell biology when he developed a theory relevant to telomeres. known as Hayflick limit, which places the maximum potential lifespan of humans at 120, the time at which too many cells no longer replicate and divide to keep things going. What affects nutrient and food intake? Let's discuss it. There are several factors which are affecting the nutrient and food intake. As people age, some physiological and structural changes occur in the body which affect the nutrient and food intake. First one is reduced energy metabolism. Reduced energy metabolism in older people include reduced basal metabolic rate, lack of physical activity and lack of appetite cause significant reduction in food intake and energy loss and micronutrient deficiency. As a consequence, there is a significant loss of weight in old age. Second is loss of teeth and difficulty in mastication. It is due to tooth decay and other dental problems that people in old age change their food habits and shift to liquid and soft meshy diets. This change in food preference causes deficiency in fibers, minerals and vitamins in body. Another point is difficulty in digestion. Older people are less mobile and have inadequate digestive enzymes in their body. As a result of it, various diseases such as constipation, flatulence and other digestive disorders starts affecting the nutrition as people age. Now let's discuss the nutrient and non-nutrient food as damage repairer in aging process. Several studies show the damaging effect of free radicals on the aging body. These could be overcome by antioxidants present as vitamins and minerals in food and by non-nutrients antioxidant present in many foods like onion, turmeric, olive tea, soya bean. There are several vegetables, fruits and spices which act as antioxidants and reduce the effect of free radicals. Also, they strengthen and regenerate few enzymes systems in the body which protect and promote health. Now, let us summarize everything which we have discussed till this point. In every era, people are reinventing different ways of keeping themselves young. In ancient times, people used different rejuvenating herbs as a part of their diet, yoga, meditation in their daily life to maintain their energy level and control signs of aging such as wrinkles and dullness. In modern era too, various medical and non-medical interventions are used by people for slow aging. Up to the middle age, people experience youthfulness. However, after middle age or sometimes before that also, some changes in physical appearance of an individual can be clearly seen such as wrinkles and grey hairs. Healthy aging is related to freedom from illness and retained functionality and adequate socioeconomic support to attain them. Physical activities help in maintaining the ADL and IADL as well as gives an opportunity for self-growth and actualization. Also improves the cardiac and respiratory system, skeletal and muscle system. Sarcopenia is the disease which involves loss of muscle mass and strength, which is in turn affect balance, gait and overall ability to perform. Inactive lifestyle is one of the factors behind all these.